C-spine. We always do left.
Mind your whip.
Always do a left lateral. Always do a left lateral.
Well, what?
Unless the patient can't, okay?
Why is that?
Always left?
Always left. It is just protocol across the board, it's what they expect.
Okay.
All right, so go forward just a little bit. There you go, right there. Good. So what I'm looking for is the level of C1 is approximately right there. So I'm gonna go right about here. Okay, that's about C4, mid-neck. Okay?
C4.
Right there. So I should have a little light right about the top of the ear. Right there. Good. I'm gonna line up my bookie.
Right at the top of the ear.
That's it. I can put my left marker here or anterior, that's fine. I do want him to relax his shoulders, okay? I do need my rolling shield somewhere over there. Okay, I'm gonna say take a deep breath in, blow it out, and relax your shoulders, reaching for your toes. I want those shoulders down as long as possible, okay? I want them down, all right? I can see that one shoulder is higher, maybe he's like, you know, favoring that spot, okay? And that's okay. All right, for right here, then I'm going to bring this in and down. I'm gonna come into 40, and I'm gonna come down because I don't wanna blind him by the light. He will be very mad at me.
Oh, so the first one was 72.
And now I'm gonna go to 40, excuse me, 15. Yeah, maybe, 16, 15, all right. And I'm gonna adjust my collimation back up to, all right, 25 and 30, there we go. All right, and I'm still gonna go, he's naturally curious, put himself into 45-degree rotation, turn your hips too, because we need to turn the entire body. And I want him to look that way, straight ahead. Okay, so I wanna be at his 45, okay? I still wanna have light right about coming in at, right at the top of his ear. Right at the top of the ear, okay, because that's right about the level of C4, okay? I'm gonna land my bucket, okay? And then left side is closest to the board. I'm gonna make sure left marker is anterior, okay? It's an LPO, make sense, right? HG is beautiful, all right? Same thing, just relax your arms down. Okay, now what I want him to do is turn around. Snake. Keep turning, and right there, making sure I have light on both sides. He's going straight ahead. Right marker, because it's our RPO now. Make sure the right marker is there. Now put your back against the boards. Good. I'm gonna come down just a little bit, because now I have a little less OID. Come down just a little bit. Light just skimming the top of the ears. Line up my bucky. I've already put my right marker here. Right marker can go right there. Okay? All right. Now I'm gonna make it straight because there's my AP. I'm going to close my box down small. Small box. Okay. See my box right here? I want my marker now. Who has a right marker? Laura. I don't want one that's thrown on the floor. Just kidding. All right. I want my marker right next to my box. Okay, go ahead and step aside so they can see exactly where it is. See where it is?
Yeah.
Because his spine is gonna sit right there. I don't care if it's in the mandible. I'm not looking at the mandible. I'm not looking at the TMJ, I'm looking at the spine. Okay, all right. All right, this is how I position. I'm gonna gently take my hand like this, and I'm gonna feel the back of his occipital bone here. Lateral mastoid air cells are right here behind the ear. That's that big bump behind the ear, and the occipital bone right here. So what I wanna do is line that up with approximately where I believe the bottom of his top teeth are, right there. I'm gonna raise this up, stay right there for a second, and I wanna approximate that to the center of my bucky, okay?
Christina?
Yes.
Can you turn them around and show us where you're touching them?
Sure.
2 lines.
Okay. right here. It's just that prominence, let me feel it on you. It's right here,
Okay.
right there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now I'm gonna lift it up right to where I line up with the bucky. Okay, see how I'm at the level of his mouth? Okay? I'm gonna feel again, and now I'm gonna say, okay, just open your jaw. Do you see how he normally put his chin back? I don't want him to do that. I can see that his teeth are up a little higher, so I'm gonna ask him to tip his head down just slightly, but I'm guiding, very gently guiding. I know it's awkward, especially with a lot of people watching, I
I
apologize.
can just see myself.
Yes, you can. Good.
Oh.
Open your mouth. Good, right there. Now I'm a little high, so I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. Stay right there. I'm gonna line up my bucky. Now your book usually will say, tell the patient, say, ah, and expose. That's it. That's all I wanna see. Go ahead and relax. Step aside. That's how big my box is. You see? My marker's in it, and everything is in there that I need to see. Okay?
That was good. I just look stoked the whole time.
Sure, detented. Where's my detent button?
No one gets it.
Technically, it was detented, it's just the detent is off. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. And of course, it wasn't lined up perfectly, but, when I was eyeballing that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Super easy, super easy. Okay, all right, now let's do our, let me give you that back. Let's do our swimmer since we're right here already. I'm gonna have them turn a face that way, okay? Okay, put your head down just a little bit. There's the prominence right there. There's the bump. Everybody has one that sticks out a little bit. So, go ahead and look up. That's the level I need to come in. It's just a little bit below that, right? So right about there. So if you feel that, you're gonna come in about that much below, okay? I'm gonna bring this down to there. Go forward just a little. Good. And this, again, it is a 10 by 12 lengthwise. Now, Tim, come here close so you can see this. Do you see the U shape on the shoulder where the crosshairs make a U?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're looking for. Do you see it? Okay? Come and see it if you don't see the U shape.
I see it.
Okay?
I just want to see it closer.
You see it? Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. See the U? Okay? Prominence is here. It's coming in right below the U. The U is coming in right below the prominence. Okay? We're gonna make sure his head is nice and straight. Okay. Now what I want him to do is lift your left arm, and I'm tapping his shoulder so it is straight up. Good. And then go forward just a little bit. See how I leaned back? I wanna make sure he's straight. I still want that U right there. A lot of people will do this. Okay, I wanna make sure they're not leaning at all, that he's still nice and straight, his head's not tilted, and then I can shoot right there. Now I've got a left marker there, cause his left side is against the board. I'm not worried about all of this up here, although I know that via my divergent ray, I'm still getting all of that. Make sense? Okay, that's all you're looking for. A lot of people will not come in at that spot, and so in order to compensate for that, they'll angle down. What they're doing when they angle down though is closing the joint space. If you will actually just angle correctly, you're not gonna close the joint space. Get right through where you need to be. Now what if this shoulder is injured? Oh no, he's in a sling here, he can't lift that arm. I've got it lined up correctly. Lift this arm, put this arm straight up. Now all I'm doing is just shooting into the armpit, but I know I'm at the right level. It's okay. It's the same thing. I checked it, I got him lined up first, as long as I know that I still have a little bit of light anterior and posterior, I still have spine there. Okay? It's happened, so it can happen. What if I was uncertain, but I knew this arm hurt? Turn him around and do a right one. And then just have him lift the right arm. okay? So you can do it the other way if you have to. Protocol is usually left, that's what they're used to. So if you do it with the right side against it, you better mark it and annotate. Right side due to patient injury. Okay, something like that, all right? Annotate, annotate, annotate. Okay, now, turn right around this way. Keeping in mind that prominence right there, C7, we're gonna do the AP and lateral for your T-spine. You must include C7 on your AP T-spine because you have to prove where your C-spine is so that you can prove all of it, okay? Now this is a 14 by 17. So if we know we got that in the center, scooch inventory, we just have good. We're gonna put this about this much above the top of your IR, this much above C7 prominence. Easy, right? This is just like doing a chest x-ray, except you're collimated. Okay, 14 by 17, I have 40 inches. Now we're gonna take that out to there, and we're gonna collimate in to the edges of the neck. Let me double check my centering level. Right there. And my right marker right there.
Oh.
Easy cheesy beautiful. Super easy. That's all it is. It's just a chest x-ray, collimated in. Okay, T-spine AP. Make sense? If you collimate it to the edges of the neck, you can't miss it, unless they have severe scoliosis.
So you're collimating this way, not this way.
Collimate side to side. 17 long, neck wide.
Okay.
Okay?
Neck wide.
Okay? So, that's right in the center. There you go. Good. So, you can put a marker here on the side if you want to, but there's no reason. You can put it right there. Okay? You're going to get here because your L spine actually starts like here. So you know you're gonna get L1, L2 on there. You're going to get it, unless somebody is ridiculously tall. Okay? You're gonna get it.
When you said marker right here, like behind him,
You
or
could put it technically on the patient here if
Tape
you
it?
needed to, but there's no reason to put it here, not put it here.
Okay.
You can see that there's light, and you know C7 is on there, so it's gonna be right next to the neck, so you're okay. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna do a lateral. We're gonna have him cross his arms like this, okay? We don't wanna get fingers in it, so nothing like this. Cross them out like this, okay? There you go, turn and face that way, okay? Because of our curvature of the natural curvature of the spine, it's closer to the posterior part. So we're gonna have him go forward, and we're going to skim just posterior to the shoulder. I know, right? You twisted though. Yeah, you go. So we have just a skimming off of here, okay? It's going to look like you're going to miss it, I promise you. Somebody who's really kyphotic, you're going to have to open your collimation. Sometimes it's gonna look a little more like a chest x-ray because their L spine is gonna really come in when they're really kyphotic. But somebody who's tall and slender, I left marker right here. We're not worried about getting the scapulae. We are just wanting to get the spine. So if you have them nice and straight like that, you're skimming right here, you're gonna get it. The same collimation.
Quick question. I know you said when they're very kyphotic, you can sit them down to get like the AP for the, if you need to do a lateral, can you still do it sitting down?
You can.
Okay. how
And
would-
if they're really kyphotic, let me grab that chair from you, Tim. Okay, let me have my little kyphotic patient have a seat right here, please. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down, scooch near the front of your chair, and then I want you to kind of roll yourself forward. Roll. Okay, so he's kyphotic. Bring your arms up in front of you. There you go. All right. So if he's kyphotic like this, so still I need to still get C7. So I'll just bring this down like this. And then I would just have to open my collimation front to back. I would slide him forward a little bit. And then put him right there, right? I may have to adjust a little bit this way because I know his spine is here, right? So as long as I'm skimming here, I'm good.
So angling the,
I can angle that, absolutely.
okay,
Makes sense?
yeah.
But yeah, you could certainly do these sitting. You can also do T-spine on the table,
Oh, okay.
okay? That's totally, yeah, you can have them laying down on the table, or have them lay down on the side for their T-spine on the side, so,
Okay.
okay? Do you wanna see it on the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, fantastic, go ahead, you wanna watch? Okay, all right, I need a tabletop patient. Thank you. Golly.
Be like this.
Let me get you.
I always want to bring here. Tired of it.
Yeah. Go ahead and lay down. Right there. Good, all right. How you doing today, honey? Any possibility of pregnancy? All right. Did any of you attend that CSRT lecture last night on LGBTQ IA plus CXYZ?
No.
It's so many letters, I don't even know them all now. It was long. I think it was a little more lecture-y than it probably should have been, but it was interesting. And, brought up the fact that, yeah, we should be asking everybody if they are a possibility of pregnancy.
Oh,
Yes.
I did that, and, when I did Sims with Kristen, she told me not to ask guys that.
I brought it up to her today.
I
That
did it with
it
Nate, and she
needs to
said, no,
happen.
we don't do that. And I said, are you sure? Cause I was in the dental field, I had a patient who was
Uh-huh.
trans, and she said, nope, we don't ask that.
It was brought up last night that we should be asking everybody.
A topic, yeah, that's kind of.
It just,
Because same thing, clinical site, they biological male,
Nope.
middle of transitioning.
or they
Okay.
just don't identify as either. They might be non-binary and say, I'm not a man,
Right,
even if they
and they're,
have.
she
you know
even
what I
brought
mean?
up last night that just because they identify as a male, they look like a male, they may still have a uterus and still have periods.
Yeah, so.
APT spine.
Oh, yeah.
She's beautiful. Just like doing an AP chest supine, but you just collimate down. Making sure that you feel for that, C7 and that you've got it in the picture. And that you are lined up to your Bucky, okay? All right, would you please lay on your left side? Thank you, dear. All right, I'm gonna show you how to position your patient if they're crooked on the table. Oh man, she went and laid straight. Dang it. Thank you. All right, would you put both knees on top of each other? Thank you, and bend. And then I want you to put this hand right here, okay? And so she's a little crooked on the table. Watch this. I want this hand on her shoulder that's on the bed, okay? I'm gonna reach around and I'm gonna grab it like this. I'm gonna reach this one, you're fine. And I'm gonna grab this elbow, and now I have all the leverage in the world to move her where I wanna move her. It takes minimal effort, cause I'm using her body weight to move her where I want to
So you
move
grab her
her.
by the neck, maybe.
No, I grabbed her shoulder.
Oh.
I grabbed her
Meryl was
shoulder
told me to grab her
and
by the
her
neck.
elbow, and I
Oh,
can move
okay,
her.
okay,
That's
okay.
great.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
Okay, bring this arm up, this straight her shoulders and her back. She's nice and straight, roll forward slightly, good. Okay, C7 is right there. All I wanna do is make sure that I am mid T-spine. I need to slide her forward slightly. I got you. Right there, I'm a little too far back. And there she is. That's it. She's beautiful.
Hey.
Okay, let's do swimmers. Hand by your side, please, right there. Now I want you to bring this arm under your head and use it as your pillow. You go let rest your head on that.
Swimmers?
There you go. Swimmers, she's doing the side stroke. Okay. Same thing, see the U?
Yeah.
Okay, C7 is right there. Let me see, Philip. C7 is right there. I'm coming in about this much below C7.
Mhm.
I'm gonna collimate down again to my, where's it at? Collimation's weird on this thing. I don't like
It's
it.
like we're at a chiropractor.
I know, right? There we go. I don't like that. right there. And there we go. There's the swimmers on the table. She's beautiful. If you've got a patient who's shaky, fall risk, or, you know, they just won't hold still, put them on the table.
I was gonna say trauma, that's like everything will be on the table, right?
Absolutely. Trauma, though, you would be doing cross-table stuff. This would be somebody who's like a little old and uncomfortable, unable to stand. If it's a chiropractor, for the love of banana bread, do it standing. They need to see how their body works with gravity. Okay?
I did an L spine one time,
Good. You have to
but I
wake
almost
up.
passed out.
Okay.
Don't wait, don't.
Yeah, that's all bad.
Okay, all right, so you're gonna use that trick 1,000 times in your career. You reach under them, grab the top of their shoulder and then their elbow, and you can move them anywhere you need to, okay? It takes minimal effort, because all you're doing is leveraging their body weight, okay? Super easy. Yeah, I could practically pull her across the room. All right, there you go. All right, it is your turn to practice.